Hello, my name is Jonathan Contreras from University UNAD. What should the ELT materials have? According to Tomlinson 2007, the development of learning materials should promote the teaching and learning of languages through the applications of coherent principles, instead of adopting techniques of imitation or recreation of materials that previously proved to be successful. The principles on which the author talks about are the following. 1. Theories about language acquisition and development. 2. Teaching principles. 3. Our current knowledge of how actual language is used. 4. The result of the systematic observation and evaluation of the materials in use. In turn, the author focuses mainly on the first principle regarding the theories about the acquisitions and development of language, and he expresses that it is necessary to take into account. That's why the development of materials should imply the following items. Expose students to the language in authentic use. Help students pay attention to the characteristics of authentic contributions. Provide students with opportunities to use the target language to achieve communicative purposes. Provide opportunities for feedback of results. Achieve impact in the sense that they awaken and maintain the curiosity of the students and their attention. And the last one is stimulate intellectual and emotional participation. Proposals and approaches based on principles for the development of ELT materials. According to Tomlinson 2007, there are three proposals for principles-based approaches for the development of ELT materials, which are the following. Principle of language acquisition 1. To facilitate language acquisition, it is necessary that students are exposed to a context in which they can understand the language in use in such a way that they must be able to access and acquire meaningful information about the language and understand this information. Regarding the development of materials in this principle, it is necessary that 1. The educator must be able to ensure that the materials contain a large amount of texts, writings, and content with a variety of themes, events, places, and so on. 2. Facilitate students to be exposed to the use of an authentic language. It means that the way it is typically used. 3. They must contain a use of the contextualized language for each student. 4. They must ensure that students are exposed to sufficient samples of the language. Second point is principle of language acquisition. To maximize the students' exposure to the use of the language, it is necessary that they become cognitively and effectively involved in learning. The acquisition of learning must involve students thinking and feeling while experiencing language, positive and negative emotions. However, the important thing is to establish an experience with the use of language. Learning can be supported by the use of technology for young people to develop high-level skills. Regarding the development of materials in this principle, it is necessary that 1. Encourage participation through affective and cognitive factors. 2. Make use of activities that make students think and feel before, during, and after using the target language to encourage communication. This principle is based on a text-based approach that encourages students to activate their minds through experimentation with reading. Principle of language acquisition 3. Language learning must be based on the achievement of positive effects in order to achieve communicative competence. The students must maintain a positive attitude towards their learning, have a positive self-esteem, and be emotionally stable. Positive emotion favor language acquisition. Regarding to development of materials in this principle, it is necessary that 1. The tasks must be interesting, relevant, and enjoyable. 2. The challenges must be achievable. 3. Simulate positive responses using music, sounds, literature, art, amongst others. This approach is based on giving students options to develop learning topics from their respective interests. Principle of language acquisition 4. Students can benefit from the use of materials resources normally used by themselves to strengthen language learning. This author states that the multidimensional representation of experience and youth language can enrich the learning process in a way that students promote last acquisition. Principle of language acquisition 6. According to Tomlinson 2007, students need opportunities to use language to try to achieve good communication and generate assertive feedback. In this principle, it is necessary that 1. Encourage the production of language. 2. Ensure that activities are designed so that students use the language and not limited to characteristic practices. 3. Encourage students to develop their ability to communicate fluently, accurately, appropriately, and effectively. 4. Make sure that the activities are contextualized and respond to authentic stimuli. 5. Generate feedback opportunities.